Jody here with CHAUVET, and we're sitting with DJ Mikey Mike of Direct Sound. Welcome.
Hey, hey, hey.
So when did you get started in the DJ industry?
Okay, so I've probably been doing this for about 35 years. Started when I was 15. The reason why I started is I wanted to meet girls. I go, what better way to meet girls but dances? And girls dance, and that would be cool. I'll be the DJ. It didn't work out that way because if you're the DJ, you got all this equipment.
You're busy.
You got to pack it. Yeah, I'm busy. I'm working the show. I can't dance because I got to play the next song. And then after the dance, I got to unload all this stuff and put it back in my car and take it home. But I made money. So I'm like, this is nice. I'm in school. I'm making good money. And now I can take the girls out. And then in the nightclubs, you know, you're the DJ at the nightclubs. Well, this is where it really paid off because you're a safe zone. You're supposed to be there. You're not there picking up girls. So you're like the safe zone. That's right.
And what about your day job?
Day job. Well, I do something interesting for my day job. I work for the spaceship company. We build spaceships, the first commercial space line to send people to space. And that's with Virgin Galactic and Richard Branson.
So it's completely different than DJing.
You bet. So it's actually I'm the safety manager, the safety supervisor there. I've been doing health and safety for a long time, quality assurance. And before that I was doing a lot of aircraft building. So I've always been hands-on. So that kind of took me to one level. Once you start getting a little older, you want to get out of your toolbox and start doing a little, yeah, getting a little more, you know, work smarter, not harder.
How do you manage? We ask because we understand that there's a lot of weekend warriors like yourself.
Sure.
But they don't operate on the same level of production that you do. So with your full-time day job, how do you balance your full-time DJ job as well?
Yeah, it's tough. Over the years, it's been really tough. The bread and butter is always a day job for most parts, but I always made great money DJing, so I'd never want to give that up. Plus, I loved it so much, you know, especially nightclubs. You know, I spun music for nightclubs for 25 years. So 5 nights a week doing nightclubs, you know, that was really good money. Plus, I had a day job, so I didn't get a lot of sleep all the time, but, you know, I was making money, feeding the family, so that's kind of what it was. So the juggling part, it's all time management and a lot of no sleep. So, you know, that's kind of what I can say. When you're young, it's not so hard. When you get a little older, it gets a little more difficult. But, you know, hey, we just do what we can do.
And if you had to pick a favorite CHAUVET fixture, what would it be and why? It can be a lighting, it can be an atmospheric effect.
I think it changes every day because at first it was the color strip. That was I love that light. And then, yeah, and then I got my Par 56s and I was doing uplighting. And then I was in love with those. And now it's, the Nimbus is probably my favorite right now, but it's, it changes from day to day.
So other than adding lighting to a DJ setup, what are other things that DJs can add that will help increase their bottom line?
You know, I think what's really impacted my business is low-lying fog effects. And it's so dramatic and it's so beautiful, and the Nimbus is a real hit with that. You can bring, and you can also do that, matter of fact, this last weekend, I just did low-lying fog event only and made really good money doing it. I was able to just take my low-lying fogger to an event and make it amazing.
For like a first dance, a bride and groom dance?
Yeah, well see, that's the thing. People think it's just for a first dance. But why don't you use a Nimbus for a grand entrance? Put it behind the group when they're coming in the door, bang! Because their first dance is gonna be a little bit later down the road. So now I just made this dramatic entrance. Now people are gonna remember that. It's gonna be a wow moment. The photographer's gonna get pictures. You just sold another portion of that. You just made a little bit more money. Now I'm gonna do it for the first dance. Well, now I have 2 of these. I can do it for the first dance and father-daughter dance. The money just keeps going up. So you can definitely get a lot more income, not only DJing, adding lighting, and now adding some extra effects just to your event. So it works out really well.
You attend a lot of these trade shows and talk to DJs. What are you finding is the average going rate, whether it's just 4-hour audio or versus 4-hour audio and lighting? Is there much of a price difference?
Yeah, the price ranges, you know, basically from those cheap DJs you might see on Craigslist from, you know, $100 for a night to, you know, $300, whatever. You know, if you're a professional and you have decent gear, and depending on the length you've been in business, I'm saying anywhere from, you know, $500 to $1,500 for a normal DJ. You know, guys get more than that. Some guys get less, but you know, that's kind of ballpark.
So for an average
4 or 5 hour gig, $1,000.
You can DJ for a weekend, and over the course of a year, you'll make a 6-figure salary.
Easy, yeah. But when I bring in lights, there's no discussion. They're ready to write that check right now.
Because they see.
It's visual.
Instead of saying, okay, I can give you 5 lights, show what the 5 lights can do instead, and they'll have no problem.
But they can't, if I'm going to play the Beatles, I'm going to play the Beatles at your wedding. That doesn't translate to money. It's not a look. Everybody can play the Beatles.
Right.
But how many people can create a mood and make it look beautiful?
If viewers wanted to find you and check out your sites and see some photos of events that you've done, where can they find you?
Well, you can check out my Facebook page, or you can go to directsound.com is a good spot to look, or my YouTube channel at Direct Sound. There's all kinds of great videos, tutorial videos, and some lighting videos for beginning DJs to more advanced. I definitely don't consider myself an expert because I'm always learning, but yeah, there's a lot of tools there to use to help yourself learn.
And for your tutorial videos, what products do you touch on?
I touch on everything, from case building to lighting to sound, you name it, it's all there. There's a variety of manufacturers there.
Help everyone.
Yeah, it's a great tool to use. Great tool to use. Doing it from scratch.